Good morning everyone. Slept like an absolute dream last night. Really good night's sleep. I was out like a light, woke up a couple of times, but yeah, slept pretty much right the way through until about 5:30. It's now about 5:45. My bivvy actually slid down the hill a little bit. I was on a bit of a slope. Beautiful morning again. I'm gonna get packed up and get going. Let's do it. As you can see, this is a path here, and where I was camped last night, it was up below those boulders there. So absolutely no chance anyone could have seen me. Breakfast of Champions right here. Looks like I'm not the only one who's camping in the area. Okay, back at Ballycastle with about an hour to spare before my ferry. The walk was a lot shorter this morning than what felt like an extremely long walk yesterday. I think it's time to hunt down some coffee. Didn't quite realise it'd be this hilly. Okay, this is definitely giving me Craggy Island vibes. So right now I'm heading over to the western side of the island. That's where all the puffins and seabirds are. I could have taken a bus, everyone else seemed to take the bus, but I like to stop off en route and get the old legs working. The ideal way to see the island would probably be on a bike, but you'd need to bring your own because they don't do bike hire on the island, as far as I can tell anyway. So it's about 3.5 miles to the western point of the island. That's pretty spectacular, eh? It's £5 to get in, and they give you a pair of binoculars. I can see puffins, but only with the binoculars. It's not really going to come out in the video, unfortunately. Otherwise, you've got tons of gulls and guillemots. There's other birds. I'm not a bird expert, but yeah, well worth £5 to get in. I'm going to head back over to the other side of the island in a minute, and possibly over the cliffs over the other side here. Just going on a cliff-top walk now to the southwest corner of the island before heading back round up to the north. Well, it was inevitable that was going to happen. Wasn't scared of those cows at all. Heading to the north of the island now. Although it's over this rugged terrain, you can't really get lost because we've got these useful signposts everywhere. So right now, I'm at the very top of Northern Ireland. I'm the furthest man north in Northern Ireland. Looking out there to Scotland, to the east, and to the north, the Isle of Islay. And over there, in the far distance in the west, is the Republic of Ireland. Right now on the highest point of the island, marked by these cairns here. You've got sweeping views all around. I think that's what they call hanging on by a thread. Back on the road now, and harbour is 3 miles. It's just enough time to get some lunch before getting the ferry back. So just as the video's seen to end, just wanted to give a shout out to the Northern Irish people. Incredibly friendly. They're happy to come up and have a conversation with you, ask where you're from, how long you're here, what you're doing, in a good way, not in a nosy way. All right, you. These guys aren't quite so friendly. But yeah, probably the friendliest people I've met on my travels this year at least. So there's the harbour where I'm headed to next. Due to time constraints, I wasn't able to explore as much of the island as I wanted to. I would have loved to have explored this part and probably a cheeky little camp, but there wasn't time, unfortunately. So I'm going to head to the pub, hopefully get some lunch, and then it'll be the ferry back to the mainland over yonder. So if you're thinking of coming to Rathlin, I'd fully recommend hiring a bike. There's a few hills, but it's not exactly the Tour de France. But walking is fine as well, as long as you've got time. But walking up to the Seabird Centre and then having to walk all the way back the same way is a bit of a pain. And those down hills would have been much more fun on a bike. Just ordered food from the little van over there, the Hungry Seal, waiting on a burger, and then I can take it over to the pub. They don't actually do food. Take the food over there and have a pint with it. I can't wait. So that's about it for this trip of the north of Northern Ireland, or Northern Ireland, I suppose you could call it. Thank you for joining me, guys. It's been a really good trip. I've been so lucky with the weather. It was a real highlight seeing Giant's Causeway at last. It's been on my bucket list for ages, and all the other parts in between. I've just had my Guinness and my burger, and now I've got to get the boat back over to Ballycastle, and from there I'm going to get a hotel over to Belfast. So stay tuned, guys, there's going to be plenty more videos coming up this summer. Hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you soon. Cheers. So here's the harbour where I'm headed to now. Start that again.